guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, my name is Elizabeth and this is Elizabethy Reacts. Today we're going to be checking out the third installment of Money Game Part 3 by Ren. Came out about 10 months ago, 6.7 million views. As usual, he gets a ton of traffic because he is awesome, very versatile. He speaks truth, he speaks with his heart on his sleeve, with passion. His crew is talented. He's just incredible. So I'm super excited about this. You guys have been hyping this up for quite some time, so I'm finally here. So I really just want to get into it. I really enjoyed the first two, so I'm really hyped about this. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're always alerted to any new videos that I drop on this channel. And without further ado, here you go. Plays the piano. I heard you guys tell me that this happens in his songs. Ooh, classical training, sir. Oh, is it Renman? Maybe not. Wow.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 20.
Wow, I just have to stop it for just like 1 second. I really just wanted to keep going. I don't even know if my mouth was open the entire time. It probably was. But this is so good. Like, I love the way he's just telling this whole guy's story, from birth to, like, and, like the prodigy, like, just growing up through, on, what do they call that, on that journey to success, the road to success kind of thing. And, he just keeps being told by his father, by everybody, that, money is everything, and that's what you have to strive to be, like, just concentrate, this is what you got to concentrate on. And when you do that, yes, you do become successful. I don't even I don't think it's that easy to become successful like that, like where you're extremely wealthy, um, which I'm guessing that's where he's I mean, he probably is already there, Jimmy, but without just being totally cold, or and not caring, and just who you fire, who you step on, whatever. It's like, it's so this is what he's being told, that's the way to go, and that he should want to be that. All right, let me just take it back just a little bit so I don't miss the start of the next verse. But this is really good. I love the video. As usual, he's awesome. I really do hope that he makes like a movie, at some point, because he'd be really good at it. All right, let's go.
Crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race, you're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it, blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket.
The popo. I had no idea that people in other places besides, well, probably other places in America, but I had no idea people across the pond call the cops popo. That's funny. But yeah, so see, he's like, so Jimmy has gotten to, he went all the way to the top, as far as like, in a legal sense, I guess you would say. And then it just wasn't enough for him, or it wasn't enough for his father. And he basically told him, like, you're still a puppet, you're not anything like important, you don't really control everything. So he went into the illegal game, to be kind of like a king of that. This is a wild story. Let me just take it back just a little so I don't miss anything.
To stop it, blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Oh wow. That's crazy. And I guess his dad died, right? So he won't ever know if his dad was like happy with what his success that he got, because it was never enough for him. Wait.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me, and it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Oh goodness.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45, Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate, with a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game."
Wow. Wow. Wow, you guys, that was an incredible conclusion to that that really great trilogy, Money Game. That was yeah, I think some of you guys have told me that basically, you know, it was just all the different stories of, you know, people wrapped up in a money game. And yeah, that's exactly what I got from it. The last guy, Jimmy, I mean, and it just goes to show you, like, you're not born with this greed of money and to covet everything. You're taught it. You know, he was taught by the people around him, by his father, somebody you're supposed to look up to, that, you know, forget about everything else. Forget about your heart. Forget about your soul. Forget about your, you know, feelings. Forget about everything. Forget about the people around you. Just chase money and power. And no matter how much he tried to make his dad proud or to, you know, get that approval, like, "You've made it, son," which is probably what he was looking for. His dad kept telling him, like, "You're not there yet. Like, even though you're here, you're not there yet." And then his dad dies. And I think that's what pushed him over the edge. Not only the sadness of losing his dad, but just the idea that that he was gone before he can get those words, that sweet release of, like, "You made it, son. I'm proud of you." You know, and all he was left with, you know, because he got out of that fog of like constantly chasing, you know, as he put it before, chasing the dragon, which I'm sure he also meant it in a double way of like, you know, doing drugs. But you know, chasing the dragon can mean like chasing that addiction to money also, I think. And you know, basically when you're in that, you would be like kind of like blinded, you would be in a fog. And when all of that kind of like dissipates and you're left with nothing but material things, you're all alone, you realize, what was it all worth? And that's why it got him so low to the end there. And wow, it's just literally, I think I said this in the I think like the whole time my mouth was just open. I didn't even want to stop it, but there was like some times where, you know, I wanted to say something before I forget. But just, it was so good. It was so like it had me like enthralled in the story, and I just wanted to just keep, you know, seeing what would happen. Like, Ren, you got to do a movie, man. This was so good. Like, I feel like I would love something like that you would put out, because your instincts, you're just so great at what you do. And I love the piano. And so that, okay, so he did take off the bag that he had on his head, and it was Ren. So I got to see Ren playing the piano finally, and it seemed like he has some classical training. That was really cool. And also, you know, his crew behind him that were playing the violins, that was really nice. Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was really, really great. And he said, this is not entertainment, this is life. And he's right. You know, like, it really sucks to think that we're kind of like swirled up in this world, and like, where's the exit? You know, like, where is the out button to press? Like, it's just, everybody just keeps like rolling in the same direction, you know. And it's right, you know, when you go to school, I mean, we still operate off of an old system that was implemented, well, at least in America. I don't know what it's like, you know, in the nuances in other countries, in the UK, you know, but in America in the early 1900s, you know, the school system that we still follow today was made to make factory workers, basically, to make compliant people that would just fit right into the system, so to speak. And they weren't trying to create leaders, actually. It was just more of like people that will follow the leader. And until something like that kind of, you know, gets fixed, among other things, I'm sure, but that's one of the components that needs to be looked at, then I think we're just going to keep having these same kind of following people that are just striving to get into this money game. But yeah, so thank you guys, as always, for your support, your love. I love engaging with you in the comments. I know sometimes it might take me a little while to get to all of it, but I really love to respond. So I do go back, and I'm going back now and trying to respond to older comments that I didn't get a chance to get to. But yeah, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Anything that I missed that you wanted to highlight. I have a whole list, as I always say, of things I'm going to be doing next. Next, coming down the pipe, I'm going to be doing Samson Silver. So that's really cool. And then after that, I'll be doing Ren, Illest of Our Time. So probably going to be doing Samson on Tuesday, and then Ren on Thursday. So, but if you like, comment, subscribe, and if you hit that notification bell, you will always be alerted to any new videos I drop on this channel. And as always, God bless. Thank you. Bye.